As the heroin trade spreads across the country and the tri-state, many communities are struggling to deal with its effects.
Those effects can be seen all too often on our streets with dealers and users and prostitutes. In one community, a new coalition is coming together to reclaim the neighborhood. Rich Jaffe joins us live from Mount Washington with a story you'll see only here on Local 12. Rich?
Rob, this is Tom Roth Place. It's a small park nestled between businesses here in Mount Washington. At one end, there's a rather neglected public parking lot, and at the other end, a very busy Beechmont Avenue. Now, some of the business owners around here tell me that it is not unusual to see prostitutes or drug dealers sitting on these benches, loitering here. But all that's about to change because it is about to get very hot here in Mount Washington. Mount Washington is in many ways a community divided. Residents and business owners on one side, a fair number of drug dealers and prostitutes on the other. Many members of the community say, among other places, it's not uncommon to watch drug deals in the parking lot of the Kroger store. Eric Grant works right across the street at the tattoo shop.
You know, they frequent up and down the street. We've had people come in sometimes, nodding off or whatever, but, quickly put them out. They don't do anything, desperate, but it's quite a few.
3 years ago, a Mount Washington business owner pointed out the drug and prostitution problems frequently seen on the streets here to longtime resident George Lehocky.
It was an eye-opener. I couldn't believe it.
George dedicated himself to making a change and along with other committed community members came up with the Mount Washington Prevention First Coalition, which will have its first meeting next Thursday. The goal is to have an impact on the drug trade along these streets by bringing together 12 different powerful parts of the community.
From business, it's schools, it's the media, senior citizens, government, religion, law enforcement, social service, parents. It's a business-like approach to a problem, solving a problem, rather than an emotional, I think it's this, or I think it's that.
George says they already have organizations like Citizens on Patrol, a court watch program that follows offenders, even groups that go out at night taking pictures and license numbers. The plan is to focus so much attention on the negative elements that they pack up and go somewhere else. Tanisha Rutledge walks around here a lot and says the coalition concept sounds like a winner.
Like I said, I've been a little oblivious to it all. I feel pretty safe in this area. If there's an issue with drugs, then as a resident here, I feel like it's necessary to do whatever it takes to keep the community safe.
Now, that coalition meeting, the first one of its kind, is going to be held next Thursday evening. It's at the Mount Washington United Methodist Church, starts at 5:30, and the public is invited. In fact, the public is essential to trying to fix all of this. In Mount Washington, Rich Jaffe, Local 12 News. Rob?
It really is, Rich. We often think that the police can fix everything, but they can't. It really takes us, the neighbors, to make this happen, doesn't it?
They say it takes a village. Well, how about a village of Mount Washington to fix it?
Rich Jaffe, thanks very much. The coalition will meet on the first Thursday of every month, and you can find the agenda for next week's first meeting on our website.